I'd like to address one right now. It's asking here, why does it say in the Quran that the Muslims cannot take the Jews and Christians as their friends? Well, first of all, let us realize that when people ask this, perhaps they don't really know a lot of what's going on with Islam and the Quran, so let's take it easy on them. As Muslims, we should respond by saying, thank you for asking me about my religion, and then let them know and understand that in Islam it's forbidden for us to tell any lies, whether it's about Islam or anything else. We can't lie. So what we're going to say to you is the truth, based on some very clear proof and evidence. It uses the word awliya when it refers to this subject. And this is not friend. This is not the word for friend in Arabic. You would say khalil. This is a friend. But here it's saying real clear awliya. And the awliya are the allies. And you don't take somebody as an ally who could be against you. Or you don't take somebody as an ally, a close confidant, one that you're going to tell everything to that's not of your particular faith. It doesn't make sense. They're not going to understand a lot of what you're talking about. Perhaps some are even listening to me now, not understanding what I'm talking about. And this is exactly why you don't pull them into that close confidence until they better understand. Once they have a better knowledge and a closeness to you, as far as friends, the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, is the example for Muslims. And look how many times he was doing business with the Jewish. He was befriending the Jewish. And they would loan him money, and he would give them his armor as collateral till he could pay it back. This is not what it says. It does not order the Muslims to mistreat or abuse their neighbors because...
Hello everyone, peace of Christ to all. As always, I do love to expose this guy. I don't know, I saw many of his video, and I did show his lies one by one. But you know what? Let us not to waste time. If what he is saying is true, this is the official government website of Saudi Arabia, not my website. I have nothing to do with it. Actually, I can show you. You know what? We will go to the main page. Just wait. Okay. We click at English. What do you see in here? Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. You see it? Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Ministry of Islamic Affairs. So this guy who have no idea what he's talking about, and I was laughing when he was saying the word in Arabic supposedly, because he himself, he have no idea what he is saying. Do you have a shame in your life? Like, do you know what the word shame? He said we Muslims been ordered not to lie, which is very big fat lie, because if we go to chapter 3 verse 28, we will see clearly that the Muslims are allowed to lie. They are ordered to lie. And even Muhammad, he said the Muslim man, he can lie in 3 cases. As long you are lying for the sake of a protection of Islam, it's okay. Protection of Islam. And now he is doing that. He is protecting Islam from being exposed by lying. Let us show you the explanation. And by the way, I'm going to answer what he said, but just to show you about him saying we don't lie. This is chapter 3 verse number 28. This is not my explanation. This is Ibn Abbas, one of the biggest scholars ever in Islam. And this is the official government website of the Kingdom of Jordan. So I'm using both Islamic official government websites. Read with me please. Let not the believer take the believers out, not to take the hypocrites Abdullah ibn Ubay and his companion, and the disbeliever, look who are they? The Jewish, for their friends, so as to become mighty and honorable in preference to the believers who are sincere, whose doth that seeking might and honor by taking the hypocrites and the disbeliever as a friends. He said, he doesn't say friends, you know, he said that. So, and look now at the solution. Had no connection with Allah. If you take the Christian and the Jewish as a friend, you have no connection with Allah, which means you are out of Islam. Has no honor. If you take them as a friend, you have no honor. And Allah will never give you mercy or protection from Allah, which means you will be killed even. Look how harsh the punishment if you take Christians as a friend. Unless, let us see how unless. It be that ye but guard yourself against them. And this guy, this is what he is doing. He is guarding yourself against you by saying lies. Because what, you want him to say in America that we want to kill you? He cannot do it. So he have to lie. Save yourself from them, toward them with, while your heart dislike this. You see it? So you say to them in your mouth, I like you, we are friends, we Muslims love the Christians, we love the Jewish, you know, come on, with the Quran doesn't say exactly what he was saying. But in your heart, it is the opposite. And he's saying, Allah bade you beware only of himself regarding the shunning of unlawful killing, unlawful sex, unlawful property, concerning etc., false testimony, and association partner with Allah, into Allah, etc., and the return after death. So what he's saying clearly, that you can go to the Christian, you say to them, I am a friend to you as long as you live in their country. You don't have the upper hand. You have no power to say what you want to say. What you do then? You cannot say to them, you are my enemy. You cannot say to your neighbor, he's a Christian, I want to kill you. You will be arrested. You go to jail. Maybe they will deport you from the country. So what is the solution? The solution is to have in your heart something dislike from what you say to them when you speaking. You see? Saving yourself from them by speaking in a friendly way towards them. You see it? While your heart dislike this. How he just said Muslims are not allowed to lie. What a big fat liar you are. And the same verse taken clearly about not to take the Christians and the Jew as a friend, because if you do so, Allah will take his mercy and his protection and your honor even, which means you will be killed. You cannot do it. But now let us go to chapter 5 verse 51. Supposedly he was talking about this one too. And you will see even in their Islamic translation, as we say, this is the official government website of Saudi Arabia. O you believe, take not the Jew and the Christians for your friends and protectors. They are but friends and protectors to each other. Do you see it? And if you take them as a friends, you became one of them. You became an infidel and you have to be killed. This is what it means. And this is why in here he's saying you will not have the honor or the mercy or protection of Allah if you take them as a friends. So he said to us, oh, the word awliya, supposedly he's speaking Arabic, it does not mean a friends. It's about not to take them as aliyah, like aliyahs. So, if they are, give me a reason even not to take them their, supporter. Why? Unless you consider them enemy. They will not understand you. What do you mean you don't understand me? Like if you are going to have a friend, do he have to understand really my religion to be my friend, to support me? If I cannot accept their support, it's mean I cannot support them too. So it's very clear that he was a big fat liar when he was talking. I showed you the reference. I will post it next to the video. Christ is Lord and Muslims are a bunch of liars as always. And don't forget, if we go to chapter 9 verse 29, let me show you before I close. This is Ibn Kathir, chapter 9 verse 29. The Prophet of Islam, he is saying it clearly. Don't initiate the salam to the Jewish and the Christians, and if you meet any of them in the road, force them to the most narrow alley. You see, he said no. Actually the Quran says the most close people to us, they are the one who call themselves a Christian, the people of the book. This is a false, because the Quran says that we are the one is nice. We have mawadda, which means we are nice people. It's not talking about the Muslims, they love the Christian. It's talking about the Christians, they are nice people to the Muslims. In the same verse it says, and the most people who hate you, the one who call themselves Jew, which means the Quran again teaching hate against the Jew. Let me show you. Read it. It's not a message of love, it's a message of hate. Strongest among men in enmity to the believers, which means to the Muslims, will thou find the Jew and pagans, and nearest among them in love to the believers. Who is in love to the believers? Who is the one who is giving love? Is the Christians. It is not the Muslims. Allah is not saying the Christians are, the Muslims, they love the Christian. He is saying that those are very nice people to you always. But you will see that Muhammad in this verse, he was trying to divide the Christian and the Jew. Saying, okay, what, we like the Christians, they are nice to us but hate the Jew. So he was trying to make them weak so they will not join together against Muhammad. This is the whole idea. And this is why we'll see later, if they are nice people, why you cannot take them as a friends? If they are nice people, how you have to humiliate them if you see in the street? Why you are not allowed even to say salam, shalom? Simply because Muhammad, he was a hypocrite man. When he was weak, he was trying to establish hate. Divide, you will be overcome. Divide them, divide your enemy, and you will have victorious. You will be victorious if you divide them. And this is the whole idea. So we showed you by proofs and reference how big fat liar he is. Follow with me. Christ is Lord. Amen.